our pace lap. Again, this is going to be a 15-lap event. Before we head out, let's make sure that drivers, you have 12 gallons of fuel. You are going to need 12 gallons of fuel. You can make it on 11, but it's going to be close. That's up to you, but we're suggesting 12 gallons of fuel.
I'm going to get like cameled. Right, Mike Dam? This is going to be a camel.
Our pace speed will be 40 miles an hour, 40-mile-an-hour pace lap.
Oh.
All right, bros.
Man,
you can hear Kevin talking. He is going to be doing
drive.
lots of casting here. We've got ourselves a Robbie Unser in first, coming along on the pace lab. Andres Silson's in second. That's the number 99 car, in second place, and Mike Dan bringing up the rear. Again, this is a reverse grid, guys, so this is going to be a fun thing. You're going to hear me talking, and you're going to hear Kevin talking. Kevin's going to be doing the marshal duties as well as the color commentary. I'll be doing my best to keep up with the action on track for you, bros, while not train wrecking over Kevin because he's got a job to do. And hopefully we have ourselves a good race, brothers.
I think we're going to see a pretty exciting race here, Evan. Robbie, are you going to be okay with us commentating in your ear as you're trying to win this thing?
I'm going to be, as long as I don't pee in my new sim seat, I'll be all right.
That's right. I'm sure Frank has something to fix that, too.
I promise. This ought to be fun. Huh.
If you're not pissing in the sim seat, are you really driving?
Come out of the road course section here and get out onto the backstretch of the NASCAR portion. Let's go ahead and start tightening up here. Let's go ahead and tighten up. Let's get within one car length of each other if we can.
Bumper to bumper, baby. The action's getting ready to go.
That's great, guys. All right, let's hold that formation as we're coming around, and let's maintain 40 miles an hour.
It is,
come out onto the front straight and watch for the green. Stand by.
That is indeed Robbie Unser in the top right, and you've got our casters, myself in the bottom right, and you got a little picture there of Kevin Ford in the bottom left, and our relative up in the top left if you need to see it.
Green.
And we're off. Car number 99 looking on the inside line. Car number 1, that's Robbie holding strong on the outside. We'll see if he goes for the defense. Number 20's opted to stay on the outside line. Maybe going to go for an over-under kind of situation. We'll see how it goes. Looking through the first corner, Robbie does manage to hold the front end with Andres close behind and Mike following all within a second. Robbie is at this time half a second lead. Mike's now falling back. He must have got a bad run out of that third corner there, dropping down to 2 seconds behind now. But we know he is the quickest, so this could be part of the strategy. Maybe save the tires, maybe warming up the tires. Who knows, right? We'll see how it goes as we come across the top.
Can I open my eyes yet? Because I don't know where they're at.
You're doing great, Robbie. You're doing great. That 20 car of Mike Dam holding on back there in third place. Saving those tires, I would imagine Mike quite a strategist in these events each and every month, so I'm sure he has something up his sleeve here. And of course, Andrew Slizzon's holding on to that second position in that number 99 tonight, looking really strong, held the top time on the leaderboard for quite some time this evening as we see him coming through NASCAR 3 and 4 bends here to complete lap 1 of our 15-lap race here tonight.
That's right, lap 1 is just about coming to a close. Robbie Unser leading with 4/10 only, and I know from practicing this that Andres is going to be strong in the draft coming into T1. You can see that time counting down. 3 doesn't quite get down to 2, so going back to 4/10 again. Mike Dam holding steady at a 1.5 seconds behind. For some reason, we have a Shaun out on the track. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll just ignore him for now. I imagine Kevin will take a look at that real quick. As we come into the hairpin, we're going to watch and see. They enter here. Robbie's holding it a little bit wide. We got the number 99 up on the inside. Looks like we might see some netcode, but not quite. No, with a nice, good bit of respect. Robbie does hold wide. Andres does manage to hold that inside line nice and tight without making any contact again. Mike is still hanging back a 1.5 seconds. Really starting to see that that's a strategy. I mean, for him to maintain that perfect 1.5 seconds back for this long, he's definitely doing it on purpose. As they come back into the downhill here, we will see once again them start to bunch up because this right-hander here is extremely hard as they set up. Let's see how much curb they catch, and Robbie actually opts not to take the curb. Andres is going to take it, but it's going to unsettle the car, leaving him falling behind as we come into the oval. Again, the draft is strong. He's not going to fall too far back. Mike's now climbed up. He's within 0.7 of our top 2 here. Taking a look at chat real quick. Appreciate it,
Man,
Kath.
this
Thank you
is
very much.
just
And
like
I believe you are
you
right
wonder
indeed,
when
Tim.
They're gonna get you.
He has been taken out there. We're good to go now. We are still within half a second. Let's do a little bit of a camera change here. Swap ourselves into cam 1 to bring us, or sorry, cam 2 to bring us a little bit closer. Coming through the back little stretch. This is that tight right-hand hairpin here. They are nose to tail, all three cars, roughly half a second still. 7/10 lead on Robbie at the moment, but dropping down to 6 as they come up the hill. And here we go up the hill. It looks like Mike's gone wide. Yes, indeed, Mike has gone wide. I believe he caught himself a little bit of the exit there. We'll just do a little bit of a rewind to double check. I believe under braking. Yeah, you betcha, just on the outside of the pylon there. Let's go back up to the front again so we can see the two battling. We don't want to be missing anything. As we come back out onto the straight again, Robbie with the smooth exit and Andres pushing hard behind, catching that inside curb. Looking real good, though, as the number 1 takes it tight and the number 99 falling close behind. I'm going to go back to camera 3 so we get ourselves a bigger perspective again.
Come on, rain. Come on, rain.
That's our leader, Robbie Unser, praying for some weather. I don't think iRacing's going to give it to him. However, if he pulls some dirt on the track, you know, he might be able to get a little bit of slip and slide out of Andres there behind him. Oh, real tight on the inside. Andres has got himself inches behind Robbie on coming into the backhand corner here. He's going to go on the inside. Is he going to make the move? We're going to find out. He does manage to get the inside, but can he hold it? Robbie along the outside actually has the lead, but he gets a little bit sideways, and Andres is going to go ahead and pull up to the front. But we have a following left-hand corner. Robbie is right on him. We're looking at front quarter panel to the rear quarter panel. Robbie stuffs it inside. Andres with a little looseness going wide on the exit. Andres pulling wide, but managing to hold it. Robbie does have that clean inside line as he pulls inside, coming through the top of the plateau. We're going back into the oval here in just a moment after the downhill. Looks like Robbie is going to manage to hold it after that lap, but what a lap it was indeed. Holy hell.
Robbie doing an incredible job keeping his composure, as we know he has extensive experience with that.
And there's the commentator's curse with the off track. As soon as the word composure comes out, you know it's going to happen.
Oh, you got me.
What a great job. You're doing good, Robbie. Hold on there, buddy. As Andrew Slissons makes a look to the inside in that number 99. Coming down, too wide into turn 1. Robbie holds it, though, but Andrews dives down on the inside. Robbie's holding on to his right rear quarter panel.
And with all of the action happening, Mike is back in.
Right there.
He's here. He's on his butt. He's only 3/10 behind. Looking at Mike, going to probably push here. Robbie's tires are going to be a little bit warm after that slip and slide. We'll see how it goes. And it looks like Andres is going to have a second to build a bit of a lead here. But coming into the hairpin, Andres does lose some, but Mike, oh no, Mike takes the inside on Robbie, makes a little bit of contact, obviously not intentional. We can see them running side by side. Mike is dropping off back behind here as Robbie goes into the corner. I'd imagine at this point, Mike's probably watching, hoping Robbie's going to go a little wide because he's got that extra little bit of tire wear, but if Robbie can hang on for another few laps, those tires will come back down a little bit and we can see things shake back up again. Andres now with a lead of 1.5 seconds going into the final corner. It's going to depend on how he hits this. Looks like he gets a lot of that apex again. Robbie opting to go a little wider, and Mike catching a good bit of it, but not losing any time. We are half a second gap between Robbie and Mike for our last place, and 1.5 between Andres and Robbie for our first place.
Mike, give me a push.
As we complete lap 7, Andres Slissons holding on to that lead with a dominant lead here now coming into turn 1, holding off Robbie Unser here by about 6 or 8 truck lengths. They come through that first snake section and out onto the backstretch here at Loudon. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is where we're at tonight in the Lucas Oil Pro Light Trucks here with the final 3 showdown of the November edition 2019 Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. As we see Robbie Unser going in a little deep. Mike Damon, the number 20, looking on his right side.
That's right, coming on the top of the hill. Mike again going to opt to drop back, though, as opposed to going for the pass on the outside. Probably looking again for that over-under, but he's not going to get it as Robbie does bring it back and hold the inside for that following set. It's looking like if Mike wants to make that pass, he's going to have to take advantage of that weak corner there.
Just own me.
Bump drafting is approved, says chat. Indeed, Reno.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, we don't mind a little bump drafting, a little rubbing, a little fender bending out there. Not a problem here tonight.
And like Kevin said, as we came around the last lap, that was lap 7. This is lap 8 that they're completing out of 15 on this race here. So we're just passing the halfway mark. And looking at our splits, we've got Andres now with a 2-second lead ahead because we've got Mike and Robbie fighting. Mike is pulling on the inside here, though. They are just feet apart here as Robbie drops in behind, and Mike goes a little bit squirrely. Robbie might be able to pack it back in, but no, Mike holds the inside line nice tight to the wall, gets a good run out here, and we're still got a bumper to bumper. But as we come into the hairpin, we're going to see how it goes. This has been Robbie's tough spot for this part of the race. Having someone to follow, though, is going to give him a little bit of eyes to the future as he holds the corner much tighter this time, not losing any time on Mike.
That guy kills me in braking.
Yeah, that's where he's beating you, eh?
Yeah.
Boy, he's something else. He can drive it in deep. Let's see if he can get a move going here.
Bad in this section. I kind of get him
You do
back a
great.
little.
You're doing great through here, Robbie. Oh, that number 20 of Mike Dam. He's going to be hustling here, trying to make up that time on that number 99 of Andres Slissons. Andres taking that commanding lead here. Mike gets a good run back out onto the NASCAR portion of the course. Robbie Unser holding on to that third spot there, trying to keep up with these guys that are just unbelievably quick.
I think I ran out of talent about 3 laps ago.
Well, now, you guys keep in mind, when we started this race, we were looking at a reverse order, right? So we had Robbie leading, Andres in second with Mike behind. So for Robbie to have held it for that long, I think you're doing damn well, good partner.
I think you did a great job there. Absolutely.
Half the race pretty well as the leader, losing the couple positions there in the midsections. Not too bad at all. Now, Mike is starting to reel in Andres. If you're looking at your relative on the top left there, you'll have noticed 2.1 to 2.2 was the gap going into this hairpin. We have seen about 3/4 tenths mixed up, and Mike is strong into that corner as he pulls it just the right amount of width.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's got that damn brake on
He's
block.
got to get up on that super glue he put on his tires. That's the problem.
Griphacks.exe. Goddamn computers.
It's amazing how he can come into that corner and come down on that brake and release into throttle and carry the speed that he's carrying. He comes up that hill just like a bat out of you-know-what. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, just flying through there.
Here he comes down onto the NASCAR portion of the course, trying to close in on that number 99.
He did get it more unsettled that time, though, for sure.
You got me there.
Yeah, he unsettled the car a good bit on that exit, though. It wasn't quite as smooth as the last one, so it doesn't seem to be making up as much time on the straightaway this time. Still made up a half a second during the rest of the lap, though. Yeah, he ate a lot of that curb. We're going to stay focused on Mike here, as it seems to be he's picking up on Andres. Again, in this first corner, there's a couple tenths from 1.5 down to 1.3, 1.4. Again, running through, drops another tenth, but we'll see how he comes through on the hairpin. This is the strongest point for Mike Dam on the track in comparison to our other drivers.
Mike Dam has always had that ability to run such a smooth lap after lap after lap. And it's going to be interesting to see with the pace that Andres is carrying through this final event here, if Mike is able, through running those lines so perfectly, able to close in on the rear of the 99 truck.
It's looking like he's going to be able to. What are we down for laps now here? Is that 5 left?
We are at, 5 remaining, exactly.
There we are. So with 5 laps left, that's still a third of the race. Looking at 1.4 again for the gap behind. Robbie is falling behind here, but that's all right. He managed, again, like we said, a really good strong start. Really good job holding off the guys cleanly. And honestly, I think it's just that one hairpin that brought him back. And with Mike's strength on that hairpin, it's not hard to imagine that happening. And again, he is picking up on Andres. So I do believe we could have a battle here in the last couple laps for first. Andres now 1.2 ahead of Mike Dam as we come into the first corner. You can see Andres is quite a bit wider than Mike there, looking at the tire treads. And Mike does use the inside curb there on turn 1. You can see lock the inside tires around it. It almost seems to throw you around that corner. Pushing real wide. Rear end just next to those tires on turn 3 there. And again, here we go back into the hairpin. Now with a 1.1 lead, Andres is sitting ahead of Mike. But again, this is the strong part of the section. You see Andres coming through there. Mike pulling through just a little bit tighter. But Andres actually had a better exit that time, even though Mike's entrance was strong. coming back into the final corner before the uphill little tabletop area here. We're looking at still 1.1 seconds. 1 second. That's a 10th gained.
Boy, the 20 got
chicanes.
a good run.
He did indeed. He's down to 0.9 now. That's 2 tenths, 3 tenths now on the top half as he comes past the pylons on the left-hand side. Now you know you hold the brake real late into this last downhill section. You let the downhill actually slow the car down. There's a bit of a dip halfway down the hill. And he seemed to
did you notice
if
there was any draft on the track earlier?
Oh, yeah.
From these things, you were able to
big
pick
time.
something up. So if he can get up into that 0.6, 0.7 gap range on that, oh look at the 99 taking a low line. He's breaking that draft. Relapse.
I don't know if that break in that draft is going to work for him though. He's down to 0.6. I think that was more of a little bit of a rough exit. I think from the oval back onto, or from the flat back onto the oval because he did drop a lot of time there.
Here comes the 20 truck getting a run, coming up onto the backstretch here. This is going to be close.
And we got nothing, or at least I got nothing for back tires anymore.
Yeah,
well,
you
if
overheat
there's
him.
anybody that knows how to manage tires, it's going to be that 20 driver, Mr. Mike Dam. Here he is again, getting that big run up onto the hill here, coming down to the bowl turn, that hairpin. It's so fast on entry. Look at him go.
And he's been gaining 2-3 tenths here on the way up this hill here. So let's see if he can get the traction down and gain it again. That's from 9 to 8, from 8 to 7. Come on, do it, buddy. Let's see if he can pull it off. No, yep, there it is. The down to 7 again. 2-3 tenths every time he comes up this hill. Down to 0.6.
Yeah, watch how deep he comes in here, but he's able to wrap that corner and get back to get that nice. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that was a good exit.
Good run coming through there. He sure did.
Sitting 6 tenths, like you were saying, the draft is going to start to be a thing.
It just sucks for me. I'm not close enough to watch the good race. Oh, there's
oh, there you go. You get a better vision there. Hang in there, Robbie. You're doing good, buddy.
There it is. You see that draft.
Coming across the line. Look at that draft, sucking him right up to the rear of the 99 as they come into turn 1. Mike Dam is making it a race. 2 laps to go.
That's right, as we come in again through the real close left-hander here, using the wall on the left and the tires on the right, getting as close to him as you can. 99's using a really good track exit there, but still holding on behind his Mike with only a 4/10 gap, or sorry, 4/10th gap. As we come into the hairpin, he's going to be probably a little more conservative here, knowing that he's a little quicker on entry, which might actually help his exit, because it seems to be like his entry is quicker, but he does lose a 10th on exit, and that does hold true. He's at 6/10, same as when he went in. Everything's looking pretty good here. He comes into the last little hairpin before the uphill again, and he's holding real strong at that 6/10, looking real good. Through the top, onto the right-hand side, again trying to aim for the pylons. You can see he's a little bit tighter than Andres in front of him here. Down to 5/10, back up to 6, down to 5. It's mixing around, moving around. Here's that exit, though. You see that 20 car, not a lot of bounce, a little bit of grass on each of them, but Andres did have more bounce over that curb, so I'm expecting Mike to get another little bit of a run here as they come through the exit of the corner. You saw the relative go from 4 to 5 for a split second there, but now it is closing down as Andres takes a higher line, or Mike takes a higher line, now 2/10, now 1/10. He's going to go in side by side. We're on the white flag lap. This is it, guys. Here we go. The 20 car is coming in looking for a switchback on the 99. They are nice and tight together at 4/10. They've heard the white flag call. Mike knows that he has to push. This is the lap to do it if he's going to manage it as they come around into the back. 99 holding real strong close to those tires. I don't think I could have fit a hair through that. Coming into the hairpin here, we've got Andres on the brake, Mike on the brake, turning in nice and strong. Both of them real close to the wall, pulling through really nice. Mike is a little bit tighter, as is usual. 4/10 they're sitting on. As long as he doesn't go wide, manages to stay on the power, he's going to hold that 4/10. This is a corner where he does tend to be stronger, and going up the hill, he tends to make up 3/10. Here we are. There's only a 3/10 gap. He could do it. This could be the one. Coming up the hill, if he has the good run, here it is. He's coming up 3/10, down to 2/10, nose to tail as we come up to the pylons. This is going to be a risky place to push, but he's going to have to find a way as we come into the corner here. Real close. I swear they're touching there. And the number 99 is going to be on no 20, and I don't know if he's going to have it. He's going to be too tight. 4/10 separating the two cars as we come back down on the last straight. Here we go. Watching as they come around the last corner. The 99 is tight. The 10, or the 20 rather, is picking it up 3/10 now.
In the draft, he's coming at him. He's
Can
coming
he
at him.
get
Is he going
it?
to be able to get to him as they come to the line?
No, sir.
No, he couldn't do it. Oh, the
99, Andrew Slissons, congratulations to you. You take away the November 2019 Hotlap Challenge t-shirt for tonight's event. What a run out of that number 99 this evening. Congratulations to our second place driver, Mike Dam, in that number 20. Great run out of him this evening. And of course, the number 1, our very own Robbie Unser, bringing up the back of the field there, starting off on the pole. He did a great job hanging with these guys. Some of the 2 top sim racers on iRacing here, giving Mr. Unser a run. That number 99 of Andrew Slissons taking away the t-shirt for November of 2019. Congratulations to you there, Andrews. Congratulations to Robbie Unser, and congratulations to Mike Dam, all 3 of you, for making it to the top of that leaderboard in this month's Hotlap Humpday Challenge. We want to send a big thank you out to Frank Rico and Ricmotech for putting on the event here again for the 3rd Wednesday of November. We do it the 3rd Wednesday of every single month throughout the year. And guess what? Next month, it's December. That's right. That means our final 12 of 12 rounds will take place on December 18th. We'll look forward to seeing all of you there. We will have a track car combination. Oh, man, it's going to be a fun one next month, so hold on to your hat. Come on back and join us. Again, big thanks to Ricmotech. Visit their website at ricmotech.com for all their fantastic products. And a big thanks to Frank for putting on this event every single month. Devin, thanks for joining us from the Sim Pit tonight. Devin filling in for Shaun Cole did a fantastic job. Great to have Devin out on track with us tonight as well. Everybody have a great night. Thanks so much for joining us. We do have about 60 minutes left of practice. If you want to go out and just have some fun with the track, the session will be up for another 60 minutes, but our event is coming to a close now for November of 2019. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great night.